temporary or construction easement. They're going to compensate you for the land or your home, depending upon where the route is going to be, and at this point no one knows where that's going to be. But the other issue I want to talk about impacts to agriculture and reclaiming the land and restoring the land so that you can farm it. Because they're going to bring in a lot of equipment to construct this highway, may cause some damage to your property, even if that property is not purchased. And that's called a temporary construction easement. The state will compensate you for that. Earlier today we started talking about the agricultural impact mitigation agreement that many of our members incorporated into easements. It's something that the Department of Agriculture negotiates with pipeline companies or utility companies when they want to come onto your property and construct say a utility line or put in a water line or a pipeline. And what it does is it tells the company, this is how you have to treat our topsoil while you're constructing your pipeline. In this case, it would be a road. This is how we want you to treat our soil and our land, and this is how we want you to put it back. And that's very important. And here I'm talking about the land that's not going to be taken, but the land that is going to be next to the road, because you've got to farm that land after they put the highway in. And we know that there's going to be compaction and rutting issues. Your yields aren't going to be back up to 100% immediately. What we typically do is build in a formula for compensation so that you're compensated for crop loss. So again, this is another issue that I want to make sure that you address, and how we fit it into the compensation package. I'm not really sure, but we're definitely going to share this information in terms of the construction standards that we'd like to see the state comply with, and they do have construction standards, and you know, many of the issues may be addressed, but especially with respect to repairing drain tiles. You know, they're going to crush your drain tiles, so that has to be fixed. In order to restore your drainage, you may have to install additional drain tiles. So these are things that we need to make sure that happens in this case. And so these are all things that we'll definitely share with IDOT and provide information to that, as well as comment in the next phase of the EIS process. This is something that the Farm Bureau has done before. When Rockies Express wanted to put a natural gas pipeline in throughout most of the state of Illinois, these were issues. We raised several issues with FERC regarding the depth of the pipeline, how it had to be carried and so forth to protect our farmland. So again, and also if you're represented by council, we can also, I can't represent anyone individually, but this is all information that we can and do share with council, just to help educate them on issues which are unique to agriculture, so that they can go and negotiate for you and make sure that you're adequately protected. So again, Mark has my contact information. Mark will also have, if you're interested in obtaining counsel, Mark will also have a list of attorneys in the state that handle these types of issues. Eminent domain is it's a unique issue. Not some attorneys specialize in it. Attorneys are just like doctors. You know, they specialize. This isn't something that your tax attorney or your trustful state attorney may not be well versed in this area of law. It's very complicated. We've kind of gone through tonight. Quick take is something that is, you know, each state, their